Hello and welcome to Wireman's Whimsy. Today we are going to make this happy birthday card using the stamps from the April 2021 paper pumpkin kit called So Cool. So I've used a few different elements here. I've got a basic gray card base, a blushing bride 5 1/4 by 4, and then a variety of sheets from the Sand and Sea DSP set. I've chosen ones that have a variegated color on them. And then what I did is I stamped in the black memento ink the popsicle on them, and then used a piece of basic gray to stamp the happy birthday in memento. And I ran the blushing bride piece through the painted texture 3D embossing folder. So we'll start by doing that, and then I will stamp and hand cut out one of the popsicles so you can see how I did that. So I am just going to sandwich this up, run it through the Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine, and then we will put this all together. So let's run this through. And sorry, crashing and banging all over the place. And then you can decide which side up you think looks more like. To me, this kind of looked like the ice cream bricks in the big fridges at the front of the ice cream store when you can choose your flavor. It kind of reminded me a bit of that. So that is the painted texture 3D embossing folder. And we'll just line that up so it's centered and drop it down. So there we go. And you can kind of place your popsicles on there so they're even. And I am just going to stamp this one now. So I'll get the black memento ink out, and I'm going to ink that up. And then I'm going to place this down on the paper. You just need scraps of paper really for this one. And then I need the happy birthday, and I'll ink that up really well and stamp it down on my scrap of basic gray like that. And then we can use our stitched rectangle die to cut that out. So I can do that as well. So I am just going to pull this down. I'm using my small plates just because they're really nice and flat. It makes it really easy to center the die and have it hold still, just like that. And I'll sandwich that up and run it through the machine. And of course, as I always say, run it through at an angle and you don't get that big slam as it goes through the machine. So there is our greeting. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I am just going to take this one is the bronze Stampin' Blends, and I'm just going to color in the popsicle stick. And you'll notice on the card that each of the popsicle sticks is a slightly different color, depending on what color was underneath. So it's really kind of cute the way it turns out. And then I just cut this out. These ones are easy to cut out because they're basically just round and square corners, and you can just turn it and cut and turn at the same time, and you get that nice rounded edge. And then I just straight off the bottom, and then I come in and just cut out the popsicle stick. Just nice rounded bottom on it, and then up just to the line and snip it off. So there we go. When I put these ones on, I used dimensionals, but I didn't put a little dimensional under the stick, and I think that I am going to do that for these ones. So first off, we need to kind of place them to make sure we've got enough room. And I think I'm just going to flip those in a different order there, making sure I've got room for the happy birthday. We can dimensionalize the happy birthday and put it on the bottom right away. We don't have to wait to do that. The only reason I just wanted to make sure I had those spaced out well. On my example, they are just a little bit further over. But I'm just going to center this down in the bottom corner like that. And then I'm going to start dimensionalizing these. I put a couple of dimensionals on the back of each one, and then one on the stem there like that. And let's see how that works. All right. So we're just going to place this down. And there we go. Oh, you know what? I like it with the small dimensional underneath the stem. It does just help to anchor that so they don't look like they're floating. I can go back into my example and I can add the dimensionals. Just do my best not to bend everything when I do that. So yeah, so we're literally just attaching dimensionals to add the popsicles that you cut out of the sand and sea paper by stamping with the Memento black ink using the popsicle stamp from the stamp set, and then just cutting them out. And again, we've used basic gray as the card base and blushing bride as the mat. And we are done. I really like the texture on the background with the 3D, or with the painted texture 3D folder. So we're just gonna pop that one down like that. And there you go, your finished card using the stamps from the So Cool April 2021 paper pumpkin kit and some items from the shelf. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.